be Leonid Martynov of Ukraine.
Vince, I couldn't hear what happened.
All right, wearing bib 167, Leonid Martynov getting ready to go and just waiting for that Nautic boat to make its way back towards the dock.
Here we go. We're on to our next skier out of Ukraine there, Tony. He's a young skier here. We've been seeing him at the Youth Europeans, and he's been traveling around with Team Ukraine and looking pretty good. So we'll get him in here. I believe this is a 16-meter start.
Yeah, it is 16 meters. He's been traveling extensively throughout Europe, mainly in Austria. Skied in the under-21 Europeans. He got 3.5 on 14 meters, which is the next pass to come. On the tournament before, which was the youth Europeans, 2.5 on 30 meters there. So his slalom skiing's been a little bit up and down, so to speak.
Yeah, and I mean, you know, a big shout out to his dad, Alexei Martynov. You know, I know he's done a ton for water skiing in Ukraine, and it's good to see his son out here competing at these championships. And you know, been having like I said, up and down season, but he's a really strong, solid skier, and you know, it's good to get him here, get him some experience on the world's level, and you know, he'll be a name that we'll be seeing for many years skiing for Team Ukraine.
All right, his best score this season, and he did this at the Vienna Slalom Cup in the second round. He got 4 on 12 meters, but that was at 55k. The minimum the minimum boat speed that you can have in these championships is 58k.
Yeah, and I know with things kind of going on with the situation in the world, I know that's that Vienna spot, that IWWC is where he normally trains. So got a big score at his home site. Let's see if he can get a big score here in Italy, though. This is 14 meters, and you know, gets a pretty decent start here. Let's see if he can rock and roll through here. Again, he's one of these skiers that's pretty used to skiing at 55, and you know, he's up in the boat speed and getting here to ski
in
with
deep
58.
there.
Yeah, a little bit deep out of 5 ball, but you know, he knew he only had to get over to 6 and did what he needed to get outside of it, and you know, now going to get himself a score at 13.
All right, pulls out and gets the cheers of his country folks from Ukraine. Always nice to have that level of support, no matter what your circumstances are.
Yeah, no, it's always great to be here, have some support from the bank that just kind of helps you calm down when you know some people are rooting you on. And Leonid doing a really good job here. Like I said, I thought the start was really good, Tony. Just got a little deep off a 5 ball, but you know, didn't let it bother him too much. Didn't pop the handle, and you know, now he gets a little bit of a reset down there by the start dock, and I guarantee Step and Spock's on the dock, kind of giving him a little bit of pointers, just reminders of his keys, and Now he'll come in here and try to get him a big start here at 13, see if we can't get him through it here at 58.
All right, getting ready. Coming in for pass number 3. 13 meters now. Start is critical, but just as critical is this portion, the gate pullout.
Yeah, I mean, he's got to speed up right here. Loses a little bit as he turns in, but let's see if he can get a good one. There you go. Gets a pretty decent one there, Tony.
Gets broken over there off number 1 into number 2, but he just didn't have enough steam there at the end. It's going to be 3 at 13 meters for Leonid Martynov, but decent skiing from him nonetheless.
Yeah, I mean, I think he was pretty happy with that. Again, he's been skiing all season at 55, so to get him a score here at 58 and to get through those first 2 passes. And I thought he comes to the gate. I thought he did okay here off of 1, but you'll see when he goes to 2, he lets that lead shoulder kind of roll up, and that causes him to run with the boat, and the ski didn't quite turn as hard and sharp as it did at 1 ball. And then same thing into 3. Now he's running with the boat and wasn't able to get over to 4. Kind of checks up there. So, he's still happy with it. Got him a decent score there, 3 at 13 meters, and good to see the young Ukrainian out here skiing today.
All right, not bad at all. As we work our way down this list, we've got another Ukrainian coming up. It'll be Ivan Zelentsov. And then we'll see a skier from Georgia.
All right, Navon's been having a pretty good season. I know I've seen him jump a couple of PBs at a couple of the other European championships. I know he's been running, about 2 at 12 has kind of been his end point here. So looking to possibly get a PB in the slalom event and see if he can put it together as we bring Leonid Martynov back down the lake, and we'll swing him in. You see Scott Ellis behind the wheel of that boat, and he's pumping up the Ukrainian crowd on the bank, and it's great to see the youngster out here having fun at these world championships, and now sitting there trying to pump up his buddy on the dock, Ivan, and see if we can't get another good score here out of our next Ukrainian skier.
So let's have a look. Jakub Bonia in the lead, 3.5 at 10.75 meters from men's series 10. Gennady Gorelia, 5 on 12. Two-way tie for third. Ryuta Funo and Dima Thompson with 3 on 12. Ivan Zelentsov and Dima Thompson with 3 on 12 as well. So we've got 3 skiers tying with 3. 6th place, Aidan Young-Hanifer, 2 on 12, and you can see the rest of the results by going to the IWSF results service. Just do a quick Google search, just type in IWSF results, and that will lead you to the spot where you need to be.